In the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Mike is set. 19. 55. Hey, man. Watch the boot. 25. Check 25.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Brings up second and 10.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10.
Check three. Go. Watch twist. 31. Twist. Hey, alert. Time to go.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks. 79 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 24. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 4 at the 30-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
29. 41. Five.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up. Fourth down. Here's the Raiders punter now. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans will take over with a first and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Watson. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
You got this. At their own 14-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Now, wide 88. Check 41. Here I come. Out. Right Monday. 82.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division every year is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been too successful.
From the gun on third down, Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
That's what I do.
From the 40 now on second down. Watson, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Third and 2, Watson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Here's Bryan Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
41 Mike. 637. Hey, Haywood. 41's the Mike. I'm coming.
To throw again. Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. This game, this matchup means a little more to the Carr family. Derek Carr's brother David, of course, the first overall pick in 2002 by these Houston Texans. Spent 5 years as the Texans starter, and then he would eventually spend 6 more years as a backup in the league at various spots before calling it a career. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
55, Mike, 55. Got a break. 694. Let's move. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Drop deep, drop deep.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Raiders. 57 yards. They only needed a little bit, and they got a lot. A great job just grabbing the football away from the defender there.
And remember, it was 3rd and short, so the defensive front played run. They didn't pressure the quarterback. That meant despite the coverage downfield, they had a chance to complete the play, and they did.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Fight down. You right, AD? Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey. 29. 3 down. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike. Do the right back. Hey, Echo. 93. 93.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Whitney Mercilus barreling in for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
They begin the drive with Pumphrey, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On 2nd and 15 now, Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Demarius Randall.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
6-6, pull it high.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
58, the money. And go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55. Try. Screen. Watch the screen. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Go. Mike 55. Check 55. Mike. Hey, alert. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Stay with your man. Watch the air. 54.
Watson on first down. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
I'm scared. Check 52. 55. Let's go.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
I'm going to come back to you. 58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. Come on. You better bring it. 58, right over there. Yeah. 55. I'm coming. Hey, we got to snap it.
Watson looks to throw again. And Stills bringing it in. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Joker.
Again, it's Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and goal from the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey, alert.
To the air yet again. Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Now,
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Raider one. Check right. Hey, Zoo. Got the run. Mike 55. Mike 55. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on. Mike.
Throwing now is Carr. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Hey, Alpha. Let's go. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Right here. 41 Mike. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
On play action. Now Carr. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third.
Kill. Good dude. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the Greystone, travel.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Here's the Raiders punter now as he's on to kick it away. Agnew now to return. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half, other teams just go.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans have retaken the lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing. and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Check 41.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
I smell fear in that offense. 41's coming. 41's approaching.
Throwing again. Carr. And he comes back with one complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike.
Hey, orbit.
Carr now to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
29. 29. 55. Here we go.
Go.
Check right. Watch 85. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 93. 55. Mike 55. Here we go. D. On deck.
Now Carr again. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 from 46 yards.
Hatch it.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock down the away and bring up 2nd down.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch out.
They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Oh, you got deep? Watch that.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth.
We're set. Like an egg. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check the hot read. Alert, alert. Got him, go.
On second and goal. Watson stepping up. He's going to keep it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They run with Pumphrey. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
General West. Under 10, 10. Take the edge. Come. Raider 9.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Throwing again on second down. Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
637. Hey, wahoo!
Carr now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
Now! 41 Mike. 180! Hey, we're good, we're good! 180! 694! Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot!
Yeah. 41's the mic, 41's the mic. Check 41.
Later 1.
Now Carr. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, high 7.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing it.
And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Come on.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Go. Get it.
On 1st down, McCarron. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, they took a shot there and tried to get it downfield, 4th quarter tie game.
Tried to get it in one chunk, didn't they? Wanted to get into field goal range, as you noted. But good reactions back deep, forcing the incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. That's caught out wide by Stills. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Check 26. Hey, Delta.
58's the mic. 58's the mic. I can't believe they let you play.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Bravo.
Now here's McCarron on third. He finds his target, Fuller, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage. Before being dropped inside the 40.
That's another Texans first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Pumphrey.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
61, matchbox lights.
Watch it. Switch.
Yo, faster.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
50, play.
First down. Let's go. Check 44.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, exit.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
7:34.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Smith.
41 Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Danny.
You're mine.
Danny. 41's the Mike.
Now Carr. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Second down.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Later one. Hey, echo.
55 Mike. 55.
Here we go.
Carr to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Raiders.
Now. 180.
Check 55 to Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Kill. 280.
One final try now for Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love